Good afternoon, Galloway. It is a wonderful day to be with you here, and I am in your beautiful sanctuary here at Galloway Memorial United Methodist Church. Well, I will join you Sunday morning at 8:30 and at 11 o'clock as we prepare for worship that day and read from Acts chapter 7, verse 57 through Acts chapter 8, verse 3. I wanted to give you a little bit of an introduction to who Stephen is and why he was martyred in chapter 8. And I'm going to read a short script from Acts chapter 6, verse 8 through 11, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit of it. Stephen, full of grace and power, did great wonders and signs among the people. Then some of those who belonged to the synagogue of the freedmen, as it was called, and it was a bunch of different people, and others of those from Cilicia and Asia stood up and they argued with Stephen, but they could not withstand the wisdom and the spirit in which he spoke. Then they went secretly and instigated some men to say that he was saying blasphemous things, and then confronted him and seized him. And so this is just some of the few things that we're going to talk about on Sunday of why Saul approved of what he did, who Saul was, who Stephen is. But I wanted to give you this a little bit of scripture to let you know that Stephen was doing many amazing things similarly that Jesus did. And he was also executed in secret and in blasphemous ways, just as Jesus did. His martyr actually reflected Jesus' death in a way. Any time that you do things the way Jesus does things, any time that you truly love like Jesus, and you truly give grace, and you truly give care like Jesus does, it makes people mad. Sometimes it does, and especially religious leaders in Jesus' time. And I want you to think about Saul as not somebody who was anti-Christian. I want you to think of Saul as someone who was doing their absolute best to protect the scriptures as Moses gave it to them. You know, we all think about Saul being a bad guy. We think of him being about this terrible guy, persecuting Christians, persecuting disciples. And Paul was not that bad of a guy. He was simply protecting what was handed down to him for generations. And some of us can understand that. We protect what has been handed to us from generations. And Jesus comes in and flips it upside down. And some of us think we have to protect what Jesus has turned right side up. And Saul, who becomes Paul, begins to understand that when Jesus calls his name. I look forward to seeing you Sunday. I look forward to worshiping with you. I hope to see you all there.